Hi, Rodney Cope here, founder of the New Flat Rate and HVAC contractor, just like most of you. Got something really exciting to talk about. I'm really excited about this. I call it service agreement magic. And the reason is many of you have thought or have known before that I wasn't so excited about service agreements. Well, I had a reason not to be excited about them. I felt like we were giving them away, like we were discounting everything, and like we always had to keep harping at our technicians to sell them. You are going to love what we've come up with. This is exciting. Thrilled to share it. This can really change a lot of stuff. So, here's where it came from. Number one, we're in business to make a profit, right? So let's make a profit in every division, every department of the company. Sales department, service department, but how about let's also make a profit with the service agreements, okay? Every single department has to make a profit. And every customer interaction should make a profit. I know once in a while you do something nice for a customer as a charitable thing, or because they're a good customer, you take care of them. I totally understand that. But I mean, on a day-to-day basis, let's make money on our transactions. Okay, here's a rule. Never discount today for the promise of future business. I know you know that. Many of you, like me, learned that the hard way, right? Okay, so I just wanted to mention that, and now let's see what happens. Also, never sell for less when a customer is willing to pay list price. Don't just jump up and start discounting to do something. Never sell for less if they're willing to pay list price. Okay, let's talk about how this works. Your doorstep script. Your technician gets out of the truck, he walks up to the house, and he introduces himself, has his normal chit-chat, whatever your company does, that's fine. Okay? But at this point, do not mention service agreements, don't mention anything about anything. Just let him do his normal welcome script. In our company, it would go like this. Hey, Rodney Cope here, good to see you. Oh man, I'm so concerned, I hear you got a problem with your furnace or whatever. Oh well, just to clarify, did our office tell you about the service and discharge? Let me try again. Just to clarify, did our office tell you about the service charge for today? They say, oh yeah, they did. Say, okay, well just so you know, if you do choose to do a repair with us today, we'll be able to waive that. Is that okay? They say yes. You're the hero. Always be the hero. Okay, what comes next? Diagnose. You're going to go diagnose it, right? Now, you can do this just like you always did. By the way, I've got another video that's about to be released called Diagnose in 5 minutes or less. Let them pay for the rest. I'll show you how to be profitable with your diagnosis. It's really, really exciting. And for service techs, guess what? They actually get to use all of their knowledge, skills, and it's really, really cool. Okay, so diagnose. Number two, ask for the sale. What does that mean? You diagnose, so now you go to the customer, right? And you tell them about your diagnosis. Mr. Customer, I'm a little concerned. I found this problem. Now, if you're time and material, then you'd explain to them that it's going to take a certain amount of time and a certain amount of labor and material, and maybe estimate the price or whatever. If you're a flat rate company using a standard flat rate system, you would, of course, show them the price in the book. But again, no service agreement discussion at all at this time. If you're using the new flat rate like we do here, then of course the customer's going to have options. You're going to allow them to choose their level of service. But again, no service agreement talk. Okay, now they've chosen what they want you to do, and so now it's time to go do the work. So do the repair. Do a great job just like you normally would, but do a little extra. And by the way, I know most of you, typically you actually do a little extra for them. Maybe you see a wire out of place, so you fix it. Maybe you tie strap some wires. Maybe you fixed a condenser motor or something, and when you get it going, you see maybe it's a little low on Freon, so you squirt a little bit in because you want it to work good. But typically it's not uncommon to do a little extra. Maybe you replaced the water heater, so you wiped up the floor real good or something. But do a little extra, and here's why. Now, we're going to close out the call. Okay, now it's the time to close out the call. We're going to go and we're going to tell them, Mr. Customer, I went ahead and taken care of everything, but you know what? I want to thank you for your confidence and trust in our company. This is the point to tell them that you want to thank them. Thank you so much for your confidence and your trust in our company. Now also at this point, it's time to tell them that you did a little extra. By the way, Mr. Customer, I took care of everything, and I noticed that it had spilt and that your floor was a little, so I went ahead and cleaned that up really, really good for you. And I cleaned the grease off of the pipes. Just took care of you. Okay? You did something extra. Now, you simply say, gee, Mr. Customer, You seem like the kind of people that take care of things. Have I told you about our maintenance program? It's only $13.95 a month, and we come out twice a year and look for problems like this. Would you like me to tell you about it? That's the first time it's been mentioned, and at this point, well, they're either going to want it or they're not. At this point, they like you, they love you, they trust you, so they may go ahead with it, but at this point, if they say, no, I'm not interested, you don't have to waste any time with it. So that's fine. Okay. Quote it with the monthly fee if you can. If your company doesn't do that, if they just do the full price, then it's, gee, Mr. Customer, you look like the kind of people that take care of your stuff. Did I tell you about our maintenance program? It's only $189 a year, and for that, we'll come out twice, and we'll look for a lot of these kind of problems. Would you like me to tell you about it? See, that just took 20 seconds. So that's what I want you to do. Now, let's talk about why this works, and that'll even help to clarify a little bit more. Number one, you did not start selling the moment you got out of your truck. So their sales resistance never had to be activated. Number two, you were kind, courteous, respectful, and professional up to this point. I'm sure that you were. They now trust you, and they probably even like you. Number three, their problem is now repaired. They are enjoying the results. Perhaps heat or cooling is coming out of the vents, the plumbing, the hot water is working. You understand? The stress is gone. I'm talking about the stress they had yesterday when they had this problem. Last night when it affected their family. This morning when the kids had to get ready to school with this problem. They had to get ready, the parents had to get ready for work. Somebody had to stay home for work or rearrange your schedule for you. Then they had to worry, they had to find somebody in the phone book, or they had to find you. Then they had to worry about, oh my gosh, what's this going to cost? Can I afford it? When you drove up, they thought, oh my gosh, what's he going to try to sell us now? But you never did that. And now the cold air is coming out of the vents, or the warm air, or the water is working, whatever it is that you fixed. Tonight our family is going to be back to normal. That's the kind of stress level people are at. Now that's gone. You've solved the problem. You're the hero. Now you're standing in front of them. They are now at this point very, very happy. Okay, all of the research on persuasion and selling says that people will always want to buy something. They will want to buy something from you right after they've made a purchase. If you just ask. You see, they made the purchase, they put their trust and confidence in you, oh, they're feeling the great results of it. All you have to do is ask now, and they'll immediately buy something else from you. And especially if it has value, like your service agreement does. So it has to do with the fact that it's safe to trust you again. So now's the time to ask for another commitment by way of a simple, low-priced service agreement with some true value. Okay, follow up on everybody who trusts you by showing appreciation for them. Whether they bought a service agreement or not, they still trusted you today, so send them something, do something nice for them in the next couple of weeks to solidify that. Okay, let's recap. Why does this work? Number one, by not selling up front, you don't have to discount for today's repair. You see that? You got full price for today's repair. Number two, by not selling up front, you got full face value for your service agreement. Nobody asked you to discount your service agreement. You got full value, and you can then give them full value. Number three, by not selling up front, the customer has not been trained to take your service agreement just to get today's discount. Don't people know that? Oh yeah, I'll do that. And then they sign up for it, they get the discount, and then a month later, 2 days later, 6 months later, they cancel it. Especially if it's monthly. We don't want that to happen. So, number four, by not selling up front, the customer is much more likely to call you again for future work. You never put sales pressure on them. They never felt it. They never had a bad feeling. The whole time you were there, you were nothing but a hero. Believe me, they will call you again for future work. And number five, by not selling up front, you get more loyalty from your service agreement customers and more loyalty from those who are not even on the program yet, because you did such a wonderful job today, you did extra for them today, and they never felt that you were trying to take advantage of them in any way by trying to sell them something. So there it is. That's service agreement magic by the new flat rate. We're excited to offer it to you. I totally believe that you'll sell more service agreements that way than any other. If you're not sure, why not take 1 or 2 technicians and have them try it this way, again, and then compare the results against what they used to do. Either way, what we want is we want happy customers. that love you and refer you and trust you. We want happy technicians that don't feel like they always have to be trying to sell something to somebody. And we want a happy company. We want things to work more smoothly with your company. So, contact me anytime. Check out our website at thenewflatrate.com. Give me a call if I can be of any assistance. But give this a try. We are really excited about service agreement magic. And I'll see you next time.